So I was thinking, all this stuff I feel like is being done on a low vibrational level. These are like bloodlines, or the people that curse themselves by putting themselves connected to certain bloodlines. But I was just thinking about the green energy. Like something just can't be trusted. I just don't know. It's like something is old and new. Like there's all levels to this green energy. Like the dark green, the people that do the old ways. Then there's like, this could also be the connection with the Olsen family. That they're dark, they're Hunter Green. Or this could have started back with Hunter Biden. Them, again, with these people doing something with my laptop. It's something about these families connecting together. Like, to have me in the dark about something, and they just swarming. It's like a swarm energy. Like, it's an abnormal thing, because I've never been somebody that's all out and about. It's, I go out on the weekends with my friends. Ain't like I'm at the club, like meeting all different people. Like, hey, let's be friends. Let's hang out. I'm coming. Like, I only met a couple people while I was out that I ended up chatting it up with, and then we might end up going out for a drink or something. Like, they wasn't coming to my house. I wasn't going to their house. So, like, nobody should be, like, knowing who I am. That's the weird part. That's the weird part, y'all. And then with my following on YouTube being so small, this is what's giving it away, because it doesn't match the energy that I feel swarming around me. I'm pretty sure people that had like a regular or somewhat regular, growth on YouTube, they can feel remember that Glozell, or I forgot what her name, Glozell or something, the lady that made it, like, she got famous, YouTube famous, from doing like those funny videos or whatever, those kind of childish videos, like clowning around or whatever. Like, I think people, recognized or witnessed her growth, or like a Nerdy Nummies. I know this one because in my Kenosha County house, my daughter was small, and we started watching her channel when it first started. And then I think when she got the big house with the big refrigerator, about that time my daughter had grown out of it. Okay, she had made it or whatever. And then she had made it to a certain level, and then we stopped watching. Not out of no kind of reason or whatever, but she made it to a certain level. I think the videos started changing to like challenges and stuff like this, not so much of like making the cakes or whatever. And I think that's when we stopped watching it. Plus, she started getting into Minecraft and video games and stuff at that time. But I just remember her channel starting off, the first couple videos that she did, and then we watched it. Like, she always wanted to watch Nerdy Nummies, okay? And then I remember, like, oh my goodness, okay, we got Nerdy Nummy stuff at Walmart. I don't know, I like that girl for some reason. I don't know. Like, I liked her energy or whatever at first. Like, it's good to see, like, even when you look at famous people or whatever, their journey through. But I think it's a little bit more personal when we talk about YouTubers, okay? So yeah, I remember that. People was like, oh, when they get the channel like this, or they get to them views, they gotta sell their soul, stuff like this or whatever. But I don't know, I feel like I saw the real Nerdy Nummies doing tarot shit. I thought. And maybe I could be wrong. It could be a little bit harder if they do what they're doing, if they do what they did to celebrity. If celebrities are doing this to everyday people that want a big break, or want their couple years of fame on YouTube. It's like the same thing that they was complaining about the big companies doing to them is what they could be doing to a whole nother level. Some type of exploitation or something like this to people that was like, that's on YouTube. So I was thinking, like, I'm still under 7,000 subscribers, y'all. I know it sounds like what? But there's no reason for this. So I said this has to be something. This is something that's brewing underneath or underground or something. And it's not like inner alchemy. It's not like inner energy. This is something that's like, it's a group of people doing actual things outside of themselves. They may not be alchemists. Or somebody gets into their energy and make them think for a certain amount of time that they're alchemists. They could have fell for the okie doke. That's why I had to pull away from twin flame stuff. Because I'm like, wait a minute, I don't want this to be no shit like this. Like, first it's got to feel some kind of way. I got to feel like, you know, whatever this energy is, you know, yeah, it's heightened. But like before I started doing tarot and things like this, you know, I was already in that energy. I was already kind of, you know, losing weight. And I was already, you know, kind of like starting to travel a little bit again. Like I was already doing these things, right? It did feel different. I could tell you this, when we were doing our little road trips and stuff over the past couple years, it did feel different because I could feel people following me. I could feel someone or something following me. You know, it didn't have to be literally, but something was going to be making sure if I left here, if we stopped somewhere, something was going to be stopping with a satellite view or something to see what the fuck I was doing or where I was at. I felt something following along. And I'm not even saying it's like good or bad. I just knew some energy attachment was there and it was following the energy here. So some of these people could be trying to make somebody into like a star. Some of these could be other monitoring energies or stalkers or whatever this is. I like to give everything a lot of different terms because for everybody it could be something different. But I was just thinking about the greens too in reverse, or this grassly greenly energy because of the familiarity with this person's energy. Also the grassly, I think it's grassly. Greenly kind of looks like she remind me of my best friend's mother or my best friend, my old best friend. And then the grassly energy remind me of maybe like the Fitzgerald man that used to live down the street from my grandma, and a little bit of mix of between like maybe, I don't know, somebody in my family, like, or maybe like what's his name, Dr. Claude Anderson, because I know that people in any type of energy like that, they're not always using their regular names, whether they know that or not, I don't know, but you know. So I just feel like people gotta be careful when you're trying to exploit somebody or watch somebody or something, because even if this was some kind of, not an initiation, because whatever I am, I'm born that way, it's a birthright, it's not nothing to do with no fucking initiation. Even again, like I was saying, Freeman energy or Freeman, like these could be some type of people that got some type of accolades or something. They're trusted to be out there with the people that's kind of think they free, but they still enslaved in a certain sense. But like I was saying about Freemasons, I don't study that kind of stuff. And then like Masons, Freemasons and stuff like this, or what's the difference? But I'm picking up on that, like the Masons could be, or there's a certain degree, okay, whatever it is, there's a certain degree where you are something. Your makeup is something, right? It's not like, it's like how I put up that picture of George Washington standing with that cane in his hand or whatever and standing on those black and white squares. It's not the same. Like the squares represent some portion of that. Is the person a square? I don't know, maybe not. But I was just also seeing the squares on the bottom of the Nine of Cups in my mind right now. When the Nine of Cups is in reverse, the cups are no longer like circular at the top. They're more squared at the top because it's the bottom, it's the stem of the glass or whatever. But you could still put something in there and drink it, but it's square. I'm hearing too hip to be a square. So that's what I was thinking, because a lot of these groups, I feel like it's something about splitting the heavens. If the heavens split, then that means the underworld could split too, or the shit that's in between too. So this could be a split, like maybe because these individuals are used to going unnoticed, or when people find out, like they're going through initiation, and so they know to keep their mouth shut. But that's the thing, if somebody is not somebody that goes through initiation and you're doing that, you're just going to blow, you fucking it up, because my energy is not going to alchemize it like that. My energy is I'm going to turn into Sagittarius energy. It's just I'm gonna pick up my bow and arrow and put it on my back. Like I'm gonna turn into that energy. I'm gonna turn into something else. Like I'm gonna just start coming in ripping shit off the top, ripping bricks out your fucking wall by saying certain stuff that could be, that most likely it is true at some point in time. Okay, whether it's them or their ancestors or somebody else that was a part of this, whatever this is, at some point in time. When I start pulling them fucking bricks out your wall and off your ceiling, you gonna feel it eventually. All right, so this is different. These could be amateurs. This could also be people that was, they could have been about to sacrifice their children up to something. This could be the tradition. If these people get caught or something like this, their names are in the Senate, Congress, judges, and stuff like this. But the Christ in the King is a judge on his own right. So who's judging that person? That's why it was making me think about I can't wait to be king. No one saying do this. No one saying be here. Free to run around all day. Free to do it all my way. So this is something like this. Like hopefully you get a good king or something like this. But if I'm gonna go full throttle with my birthright, motherfucker, ain't nobody changed nothing for me. You're gonna wind up into some, floating up in some motherfucking river or something. Is what I would demand. Or what I would command. Okay? So so that's what made me think about it. Like, cause somebody is like, oh yeah, I care about her, but I care about you too. But it seemed like you always coming over here when something misses me to tell me that. Don't fucking keep telling me you fuck with me, whoever this energy is, when you always letting this bitch get away with something. Like, okay, these is people that could have been fascinated by somebody. Oh, like watching you, or now we can watch the Empress in her house. Like we don't have to wait until she go out. And then somebody got bored with that shit or something like this. And then you thought you could just treat somebody any old fucking kind of way or something like this. But it's giving me like, you know, it's also like something is used, like you already wore it a long time, like nothing happened from it, nothing came from it, like somebody trying to control the narrative by doing some shit like that, some funny shit. So, but the thing is, you're not gonna play with me like that. You only playing because you know that I could be in a situation where I got the blindfold over my eyes, and that just could be meaning that I'm not an underground developer or person here. This could be even something that I would inherit to be beneath my feet, or again as a service group or something. If they're doing their own thing, as long as they're not fucking with me, hey, they doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? But somebody tried to be funny or some shit like this, and we're not gonna do that. Not with my time, image, and all this other shit in my health. Oh no, because you don't have no rights to it. You don't have no rights to it. So I seen some stuff going on maybe in Congress or one of these little meetings that they was having the other day, and they were telling this person, oh, don't do this or don't do that. Also, these people could have been using, you know, some type of access to grow their own stuff, and they're like, okay, now we're just gonna break away and we're about to do our own thing. I gotta worry about me or something. But it's like, what's you? Like, oh, so I mean, I don't know, because I don't know if these people did some kind of genocide on someone like me or mine, or what they created for me or my family. And then you know, because I'm not helping anybody but myself here, because I feel like to get in that predicament, or for these people to have been sacrificed, they had to take the deal with the devil or with some energy, because there's like where somebody's loyalty lies here. And again, I'm pretty sure these girls that you're telling me, oh, I care about you, they're not the ones that's having their coming out party. They're not the ones. They could be getting groomed. I don't want to use that term. They're not the ones that's being prepared for their next steps in life. They're not the one that everything stopped for this person could get through. Like, so you gotta, all right. So that's why I'm thinking of these little gangs or whatever like this, because I told y'all I still don't believe that we've been having a president full. I feel like the government been still on a soft shutdown, and that they have been allowing for these governors and stuff like this to run something else, or these could be these I'm about to say commissioners, these commanders or something like with Handmaid's Tale. They had to convince these people to walk away or not look at a feminine energy standing tall and taking the spot. We talking about these people that's connected to this network or something like this, that's behind the scenes, that know how the world really fucking work. All right. They grew up in that. I was supposed to maybe grow up in that, but I didn't, because of some type of prejudice or something like this. Okay. Or somebody else sitting in my spot on a chair as a chairman or something in some type of position here. I don't think these people are no smarter. I don't think they spend all this time in nothing. But I think that whatever this is, it does have something to do with the way things are going in this nation. And I think that there's a lot of people that's in these positions and stuff like this. They don't have the genetics, or they don't have the ties to the soil, or whatever this is. It's about order. It's about what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. People that got all of their money, okay, well, promise you ain't gonna do this, or okay, they're not even looking at each other like foreign energies and shit like this, and all this stuff is going on, and you too scared to tell that person, hey, you sure? I thought when you went to Mexico, you sure you ain't doing some shit? Y'all ain't funneling money? This is motherfuckers that to take some hush money. Like, y'all know we all promised that we about to tear this bitch up if the Empress get to sit in her seat. So let's just stop playing. You understand? So it's something like this. There's some kind of plan here to steal everything from the Empress, because they knew that the 400 years was over. This is a one nation under God, or a Christian nation to a certain extent. And these motherfuckers know that them 400 years is over. And they know that the world order has something to do with a conduit energy here. Standing up, that God created perfect to be a judge, the jury, whatever this is, over the nations, or the cornerstone that was rejected in the beginning because they was going to be stealing from me. So why would you have me with you while you stealing from me, unless you put it in other people's name and have me and my mindset with you? Because I'm not in any gang, or I'm not, but I'm pretty sure that if I think about something, or if I focus on something and somebody asks me something about, well, how would you run this? Or if you was a mobster, how would you? I'm pretty sure my mindset can find a formula, because that's what an alchemist would be doing. It's not really book smart. Actually, they should really stay away from book smart. What the alchemist is giving you is another thing. You go to the scholars or the esoteric people to find out that, and that. The alchemist just is. So and the thing is, it's disrespectful if these people are holding alchemists hostage and making us, or going in our sleep realm. That's where we might meet with our ancestors, or meet and things like this. And then you're forced conversations on us to get answers you want to take into courtrooms that we will never be able to sit in, because you manipulating the situation so that you can be in charge of something that you're not supposed to never be in charge of. Who told you that it was okay? So it's a lot of different energies that I'm picking up here. Community, school, teachers, judges, like all walks of life. And we have destruction here in the reverse. So somebody could have thought it was going to bring some kind of destruction towards someone. Okay, 1994, something could have been stopped. Or we picked this up too. For somebody could be 49. We got mail. It's funny because we got a mailbox, we got a tire, that flat tire, and we got a box here. All these things could be also used as tools to explain to different people what we're talking about when we're talking about what's being trafficked now, or what's being moved around. Somebody's mail is not making it. It could be in 1994 you're supposed to get some kind of mail that would have changed your fucking life. It would have brought destruction to these people. It could have been somebody found out that somebody was stealing some money. Oh, we found out you got this. Somebody stealing your money. Something like this. Okay. It could be a letter. I keep hearing about a love letter, or there could be a letter. Okay. Or some kind of mail that was supposed to make it to somebody and it didn't. And we got the open box in reverse. Somebody thought that they was going to be able to open something. Oh my gosh, people. Okay. So we got obsession here. This could be good or bad, because I feel like, I don't know, like my person was getting off work. My so-called daughter, one of my twins was coming back early. And then one of my twins would go do something, take some papers somewhere or something. And it's like all these people, like they was all away. He's like, oh, I'm coming back from work. the way that they woke up together, you know what I'm saying? The way that they woke up together, and this is the first time in a whole, since she been standing, that I seen them both like interacting in the kitchen. After the air show yesterday, they both was interacting in the kitchen this morning, like a married couple or something like this. And then, and I know it's some type of spell work. Somebody gonna just had to do that shit somewhere else. They both got jobs. Okay? So, if this house is really paid off that I'm living in, or it was already paid off before I even purchased it, or something like this, or this house belonged to me, or this house could belong to me for other reasons, you know, I'm just saying that to say that, okay? But, because whatever this is, also I'm hearing homeowners association, there could be more to that. This is where these people been tucking their little methods of this, their little methods of this trafficking ring, and these people are they're getting concerned or something, like, oh, something is a lie or something. Oh, okay. Like, I heard somebody saying that they was talking to somebody about something totally different earlier, but I'm like, okay, so we got to go there. Like, people act like I can't tell that people in communities and neighborhoods, even in your house, is neurochipped. Or these beings, these Friday Night Freddy entities that were created to, in the Truman Show, to keep me asleep, or to just walk around and act like I don't really exist, but they know who I am, or whatever this is. This could be somebody created this very thing just for me, including some group of like underground celebrities or something like this, or for somebody else to give them a false reality. So we have this person right here obsessed. So the thing that could just be wrong is these people take the oath, or they take the NDA. They can't never say nothing. Now they on the other side, they can't say nothing. I can say something. So they was only protecting me because I could say something. But now they want to use me as a vassal to get on here and be petty with like tarot. I'm trying to break a case open so I can have some standing on my own. I can't be going through with these little messages or whatever like this that's going to cause heat and all this other shit on me. And these motherfuckers ain't doing nothing on their side. I feel like the people on that side, they could do something to finalize this shit, to end it, to dead it, to get together on their end or something like this, to terminate something or move something out of the way. They haven't done that. All right. So, or is that even what we want? Okay. Now, we have this energy of 83. I don't know why I'm getting this energy here of somebody's mother. A mother figure. Also, people having already using transhumanism and having 4 like elements or 4 something here in order to control something. Like, I could see people through their people. All right. So you might have a wise old grandmother or grandfather. It doesn't mean they're stupid, because they don't know. Now, at some point in their time, they could have went through this process that I'm talking about right here that you went through. So they know, okay? And if their grandchild come to them and say something like, I don't know, I'm just been getting this feeling, or I've been getting these dreams, like in premonition. Do you understand? Also, somebody could have been already just doing whatever this is. And you or me speaking, the only thing that I feel like could be messed up is that people, they'll hear us speak and be like, you shouldn't be able to do this and that and that and that. And then these people will take this as written. But it's only because they want to say, oh, you shouldn't be transporting somebody. Now, somebody know that they just poison you with something. And they say, oh, you said don't transport. So this could be do not resuscitate, like on another level of some other kind of entities or individuals. Somebody could be trying to say that you saying a do not resuscitate. No, I'm clearly saying that I can feel that something is off, and somebody else is messing around in my energy, and this is a stupid system that you got going on. It's just goofy. This could also be the thicket. Okay, because if you unplug this thing over here, And plus the wrong operators are handling it. They don't know what they doing at. It's almost just like, girl, it's like this town that I live in right here. Like, nowhere you could go and the people be trying to act so incompetent. They could be doing the shit on purpose. When messing up your order or something like this, right here up in this community here. You be like, Starbucks be on point. Go ahead. In this city, it's a, you know, you see what I'm saying? Like Culver's, yeah, Culver's don't fuck around with their food, but in this city, this Culver's, you know, it's these companies that you know you could go to and you trust that you're gonna get A1 service every fucking time. Chick-fil-A, you know, things like this. But somehow they be messing up stuff in this town. And it could have something to do with this Eight of Pentacles energy and this crafty council here that's going on. I brought the book. Maybe we could read a little page of it. The City of Savages. Okay, so the war destroyed us and the city ate us alive or some shit like this is what the point of this book is. Okay, the city never sleeps. This could also be a network of energies here that could cause some type of devastation. It could be a weapon of mass destruction. Me talking is not making me look stupid at all, because I know what I'm saying, and these words will not come back void. You acting like some important element is not a part of something because the way it look or something like this is ridiculous. Because I know that these people hiding themselves. These are people that's just embarrassed because they picked on you in school, and if you go and see the original version of who they are out of the clones that they created with my money from this company or from God's company or God's whatever this is, or Columbia's money or whatever. If I seen these people today, it would be nothing to be jealous of. It's almost like these people that did this, it's almost like some people went and did like a high school reunion sacrificial something. Like, oh, you know, this year we could get up to being Freemasons or something. Oh, but y'all know when you do that, I'm just making up something, okay? You got to have a sacrifice. Well, who's that one girl? Remember the one girl, she dropped out and she went back to school to get her diploma, or she dropped out and she just got her GED, or remember that person that just dropped out altogether and had a baby or something like this? We could just use one of those. It's not an undergraduate, but somebody that just, you know, seems like they didn't succeed because they're not on the same shit as these people. But that'd be crazy if these people was never supposed to be these J. Crew type families or something. But they got to experience that because they closed you out, or they killed me, or beheaded me, or took me away from my family, or didn't let me learn the truth about me. And then I was supposed to, or you were supposed to, sit here as some aimless little flicking around in the air, just not knowing what to do now that you done discovered this. And there's no right or wrong way to describe it or fix it or whatever this is. And these people just thought that they was all going to take a little couple pieces of you, couple of your fingertips, break them down into 3 sections and give off a piece of that. And these people's going to walk around and actually connect this to themselves and be you or be somebody. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay your attention. I used to love that movie when I was younger. So we got all this work going on in the under realms here. The Patriots. I mean, it's something heavy too. Like I said, we got 5 Pentacles. They can't kick somebody out, a mother and a child, and somebody ain't dead. This could be the children of the night. This could be some kind of process that happens in Racine. Like, these people are going to have to, when I'm done, I don't get justice in the court. I don't get all my full answers about what it is, because I'm not afraid to come to somebody's professional office and sit down and talk to anybody about what's going on, even if you was a witch. But if somebody think that I'm going somewhere and I'm not going to cause some severe damage to whatever the fuck system, structure, or something you got going on, you're totally wrong. Okay? So we could do this that way or another. All right? So again, there's a hermit energy in reverse in the underworld that know these people want to bring some drama towards somebody because you messing up their system or you messing up their money. Who money is it though? Because, you know, the universe and these other entities work in a lot of mysterious ways. Somebody want to get to this Virgo because the Virgo could be trying to let somebody know that somebody's going to be attacked by these Five of Wands energies. Or these are people that are like horn dog aliens from underground or something that are doing something weird. Why somebody don't want somebody to be on camera or something like this. This could be more so the Islamic, or because everybody serves a purpose here, but the Arabic creeds could know more about whatever this part of this thing is. So somebody wants you or me to push all these energies away. You know, it's not my job to make you sure you stay on a team. You know, I know some harsh shit is going to come out my mouth. It's not my job to be worried if you about to be mad about it. It's going to be facts over your feelings every time over here. So, I don't know. I wasn't a part of it. It's not that, I mean, okay, gratitude if somebody helped me out or something like this. But at the end of the day, it's not a part of my regular daily beat or something like this. I can tell the people that got a chip in them that be going to secret locations, and then the ones of us that could get dragged away or loaded up in some type of mechanism and taken down into a place at nighttime. It's almost like that. Also, that Aya movie. No, it's not Aya. It's another movie here that I think these people had like some security system put on their home, and then you know the boy was like, or the man was like, "Are you ready to meet my friends now?" You know, and it's like, what? Like something like this. Somebody could be protecting someone. It's also giving me the same thing on a Friday Night Freddy's when she was like, what are you trying to, and the boy was like, what does he want with me and my brother or whatever? And then he was like, they want you to be one of them. So this is all what this is about. Somebody put your name down wrong. A group of people know that it's wrong, but they're still trying to put you the process of being a kangaroo. And you're not a kangaroo. I could be a lion. And you trying to put me through the process of being a fucking kangaroo. And I'm not a fucking kangaroo. I may not know what my identity is, but there's several watchers and several people that do. And they could have came forward and they could have said the truth. But this could be crabs in the barrel energy, cancerous energy. I'm seeing that card in my head right now, where somebody don't want you to have something because there's also people don't want me to have something because they know I'm going to know the truth about them. And I can still have whatever I'm having and not have, they didn't want me sitting in the room with them anyway. So what's the big deal? I won't. I'm going to go make my own. Okay? I'm the one figuring out if your ass get to stay here at the table or in the country. So, you get what I'm saying? So what? I don't have to sit at your table. These people should be worried about if you're even going to still be able to be here after whatever you've done. So, there's some kind of defense here. Somebody could be defending a Queen of Wands energy. I told you there's some group of people that don't know. This is like some people get thrown into something about the Hunger Games or something, and then they're clowning their mother. The first thing is these people clowning this woman, or they think that the person that they with is their mother. Then they start putting two and two together, and then they're like, "Oh, we're clowning. Oh yeah, we don't have no respect, ugh," or something like this or whatever like this. It's just like two. You have to question yourself anytime somebody want to get you in a large group and then try to have you look at anybody. What the fuck do this person have that we looking at this person like this for? This how I know this is not regular. This how I know that you're not looking at me to see what diamond rings I got in my house so that you can rob me because I don't have any. You know, it's something deeper. All right? This could also be systematic or disrespect. Like somebody seen somebody being disrespected or watched or haunted or something in a sense. And they don't know nothing but what this person taught them or something. But these people could be coming after someone. These children, these could be the children of the night. I'm your Superman. I promise to love me, Papa, paparazzi. But see, this is making me think about 5 years ago when the thing in Kenosha happened. Because I think that we were, I don't know if we were in the middle of moving. I can't remember. Or we was already here, but there was, it's like they were doing drills. Like this little market, this little mall here. One night I was riding around. going to get something to eat or whatever. I was going around that circle, and I seen like these kids like acting crazy, like all out the cars, standing with their butts hanging over the windows, like woo. I'm like, it's not graduation. It's not. Why is these kids out here acting crazy? It's almost like crisis actor shit or something. It was around the time of those riots. It was in Kenosha, and I seen the police car like following behind them. I'm like, why is the police allowing these people to act like this? It's like 5 cars with teenagers just going around in a circle, speeding, acting crazy, doing all. I'm like, why? The police is right behind. Why the fuck is the police letting them do this? And I was like, okay, maybe this is like some kind of crisis actor kind of, I don't know, behavior or something, like where they're doing like some kind of, what if we find a group of children acting like this? What would you do? Some kind of training? I just didn't understand it or whatever like this. But we got the 6 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they were jumping all out the car into other people's windows of either cars. I didn't understand. So we got the 6 of Swords in reverse here. Somebody could have tried to, could be trying to keep you where you're at and put you to jail, or lock you up, or have you confined. Also, somebody's building, or they brought people into the community around you. So again, somebody's going to have to build up, or these people are going to have to be moved out the way because they might end up going to jail. And then we got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody could be going broke. They don't have no money. This could also be a King of Pentacles that's going broke. You could have been born a King of Pentacles, girl or boy. But there's somebody that lost a lot or lost some money here. A King of Pentacles and an Emperor. This could be somebody's father and somebody's spouse or something like this. Yeah, we got the Queen of Pentacles is looking in the upright here. Also, somebody trying to, okay. And Gifted. Hold on. Hold on, she ain't gonna stop calling me. Hold on.